Welcome back to another episode of Henry TV. I am your host, 22 Plinkster, and I've got a good friend over here to my right. Who are you?
I'm Dan Clayton-Luce. I'm the communications director for Henry Repeating Arms. Been with them about 5-6 years now, and great company to work for. Love it.
The whole reason why I'm part of the Henry family is because of this guy. I guess you sent me an email probably about 5 or 6 years ago that says, hey, we like what you do with rimfires. Would you like to shoot a Henry?
Yeah, let's get a golden boy in your hands.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how the relationship started with me and Henry, is from this guy. But in our hands are a couple of 22 rifles. Now, I know Henry gets a ton of questions about these particular rifles, and I get a ton of questions myself. This is the H001. This is what started the name Henry. This was their first rifle, and to date, over 1 million of these rifles have been sold. Now, what do you have, Dan?
So this is the Octagon Frontier. Main differences between these two: round barrel, octagon barrel, 1 round capacity difference.
So this holds 16, this holds 15?
Correct. Some upgraded sights, different sights, brass bead front sight, and about $90 on the suggested retail price difference between these two.
All right, so whether you have a budget-minded firearm and you still want a Henry, this will be your choice. If you have about $90 more to play around with, the Frontier. But that's not why we're here. We're here to answer questions that we have been receiving for years. Which one you can load faster, which one's a faster shooter, and last but not least, which one is more accurate. This is probably going to be the most scientific thing on YouTube you'll see all year.
Let's get our lab coats.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first experiment. Now this is extremely scientific, isn't it, Dan?
Yes, absolutely.
It doesn't get any more scientific than the test that we're fixing to put through these budget 22 rifles. The first test is the first person that can load a magazine, the first 15 rounds, put the 2 back in and lay it on the table.
Yep. Sounds scientific to me.
It's very scientific. Now my rifle, the H001, holds
15 rounds, 16 rounds on this one. So I'll just do 15. We'll keep it even.
Keep it fair. All right. So, are you ready to do this? Stretching good?
Yep.
You gonna pull a hammy?
Yep.
No hammy?
All right. Ready.
Dude, we're like scientists and stuff doing this.
Need my lab coat.
And big old goggles. That would be awesome. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Your mark, set, go. Oh, I kind of fumbled there a little bit.
Maybe
Because
I can catch up.
Man, if you're in the woods and you run out of ammo shooting at squirrels and rabbits, people have got to know which rifle you can load the fastest.
Exactly. You might have a little more practice at this.
Yes, I've only done this probably 100,000 times in my life, and there we go, 15 rounds loaded up. Man, you were right there. That's not bad.
Done.
But clearly, the H001.
That's the winner.
Yeah, clearly. It's
much faster to load.
Much.
Maybe it's because it's shorter.
Yes, and lighter.
Aerodynamic.
So, aerodynamic, very aerodynamic. It's going downhill quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
So let's put these rifles through another very scientific test.
Let's do it.
All right, Dan, so clearly the H001, you can load it faster than the Frontier.
Faster to load.
Yes.
We proved it.
Yeah, proved it very scientifically. Now, you never know when you may be charged by some zombie apocalypse squirrels in the woods and you have to dump 15 rounds out of this rifle as quick as you can at them where you can run for cover. We've got to see which rifle is faster.
Right, so full on mag dump.
Full on mag dump, and it has nothing to do with the shooter here. Nothing at all. It has everything to do with the speed.
I don't see how it could.
No, these rifles are totally opposite. They're not even similar one bit.
Right.
So we got a silhouette down there. When I say go, we are going to shoulder the rifle and see which person can actually dump 15 rounds out of these rifles, but it has nothing to do with the shooter. It's everything to do with the rifle.
How much practice do you have with this?
Absolutely, like 3 practice tries before we turned on the camera.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
You too?
We're in the same boat.
So we're on the same boat, but it has nothing to do with the shooter.
Right, okay,
Everything
yeah.
to do with the
Yeah,
rifle.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's make this extremely scientific. On your mark, get set, go. I'm out. Woo, I think I got you, baby, by 1.
Maybe by 1 round.
But it's not me. It was clearly the rifle.
Right, so that's a faster rifle too.
And dude, you're pelting me with those 22 empty holes right
I think it's the aerodynamics.
It's
I think because it's shorter, like,
lighter.
Yeah,
and I think
to load,
it has to do with something with the round barrel.
faster to load, faster to shoot.
Yeah, so the round barrel equals speed.
Yeah.
Correct?
I
All
mean,
right.
we proved it, yeah.
Now we've got to go with another highly scientific experiment, accuracy. So we saw which rifle clearly is faster to load,
Right.
which one is faster to shoot, but accuracy. People want to know about the accuracy.
So we're gonna bench rest it, put it on paper.
No, absolutely not. We're going to split playing cards with them. For our final challenge, people are dying to know the accuracy difference between these two rifles.
Right.
And a lot of people, they shoot from the bench rest with scopes, trying to get these little bitty tiny groups. Ain't nobody got time for that. We got playing cards down here.
This is science.
This is extremely scientific. Dan, have you ever split a playing card before?
No.
All right, well, it's kind of a rule. If you do come to my house for the first time, you got to split a playing card.
Right.
But this is for science. You can throw the friendship out the window at this point. We
Right.
got to see if the Frontier is more accurate than the H001.
Okay,
You're up first.
let's do it.
All right.
All right, out here at 20 feet, shooting the king of clubs with the Octagon Frontier. This will be my first card split ever if I actually get it. All right.
Come on, Dan, you can do it. Take your time. Look at that first shot. Woo. Man, you're going to put me out of a job. Obviously, the Frontier rifle is extremely accurate. Dan split that playing card one shot at 20 feet. Now, I'm going to see if the H001 is as accurate. That was close. So you got it on the first shot, I missed. So it's looking like the Frontier is just a little bit more accurate.
There it is.
Yeah, the Frontier is just one shot more accurate.
Just a little bit.
All right, obviously there was a little tongue-in-cheek humor in that video.
Right. Not so scientific.
Not so scientific at all. So if you took that video seriously, I'm sorry. It was not to be a serious video. At the end of the day, these rifles are extremely similar. You're going to have good accuracy out of both. They're going to cycle. They're the same. The receivers are exactly the same on them. So they're slotted where you can mount an optic on it. You know, you can load them identical, even though that one holds one more round. And I have owned, you know, a set of these guys for 5 or 6 years now. They've always went bang. They're good rifles.
Absolutely. I really think it just comes down to personal preference. I mean, the Octagon barrel has a cool factor.
It does.
That I think plays into it a lot. But this is, you know, bang for budget. It's, you know, still got the American walnut stocks, you know, blued steel barrel, trigger, lever, everything like that.
But one thing we do need to mention, since the octagonal barrel is a little bit longer, it's heavier. So if you're a younger shooter or someone that does not have a lot of muscle mass and it's hard for you to hold a rifle up, you may want to consider the H001 over the Frontier, because the Frontier, it's a hefty rifle. Even though it's considered a light rifle, it does weigh a little bit more than the H001.
Right, absolutely. And as far as sights go, you know, you can always put high-vis sights that we sell on that one. You can put high-vis sights on this one. You can put a peep sight, you know, on any of them. My personal favorite, I like the octagonal barrel. And I split my first playing card, first shot with this rifle.
Listen, you can't go wrong. These rifles are accurate. Just because it's a lever gun, just because they don't cost $2,000. I've shot these guys on paper in multiple videos on my channel. They're extremely accurate. It's not uncommon to shoot, you know, with good ammo, a 1/2 inch group to 3/4 inch group at 50 yards. It's definitely minute of squirrel if you want to use these guys as a hunting rifle.
Yeah, absolutely. So anybody that's out there right now, it's summertime, you're hanging out with friends and family, doing a lot of plinking. I'd say summertime and the small game seasons.
Yep.
That's when you'll start looking for a 22, and these are perfectly viable options either way you go.
And it makes it a great little family heirloom to pass down from generation to generation.
For sure.
And they're accurate, they're fast, and a lever action is just fun to shoot. Guys, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, or go over to the Henry's Facebook page, ask them there. And remember, if it's not made in America, it's not going to be made at all.